Hello, Philippines. Today's program, it is my honor that we have the three guests that are very well known in their field of specialization. Let's all welcome them. Our first guest is a graduate of Harvard University. Let's all welcome Dr. Madeline Anton Anino. Our next guest is a graduate of Yale University, part of the Ivy League in the United States of America. Is no other than Dr. Jolubin Lauas Cuino. Lastly, let's welcome our last guest. He is a graduate of Oxford University, United Kingdom. He is no other than Dr. Jess Christian Pacot. I would like also to acknowledge the future educators of the different universities and state colleges here in the Philippines that are actually joining with us today. Thank you guys for gracing our program today. Now let's go to business. To Dr. Madeline, why it is very important to discuss the performance-based assessment and the advantages in evaluating the learner's performance.
Hello! Performance-based assessment is a system of learning and assessment that allows students to demonstrate their knowledge and skills in learning environment. This type of learning is an ongoing process that allow the student-centered learning and progress monitoring where the teachers and the students are collaborate with others in to adjust their learning, what are the needed to improve, and what are the accomplishment of the students regarding the performance of their particular activity. As the facilitator and the teachers of that kind of activity, your presence is very important in giving the performance tasks of your students. First, you must teach your students what are those required knowledge. Then, the number two, you must create and plan what are the rubrics you're going to present to your students so that all of them are guided. What are the needed materials? What are those talents and skills you're going to present for them to be aware what are those criteria and guidance you're going to do. That's all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Madeline. That is very informative, especially to our future educators who are in the audience right now. Now to Dr. Jolubin Lauas Cuino. Sir, can you give us an overview about what is affective domain and how to assess effective learning outcomes? Doctor?
I'm glad to be here to share knowledge about assisting effective learners' outcomes. So when we say affective domain, it covers behavior with regards to the attitudes, beliefs, and feelings. Network of attitudes, beliefs, and feelings form the student values perception of ideas of worth, while beliefs and perception of fact. It is also emphasize the feelings, emotion, and degrees of acceptance of rejection. The term affect is general in nature. It is better for teachers to use a specific behavior when developing learning target. So now, affective domain describe learning objectives that emphasize feelings, emotion, or degree of acceptance or rejection. So affective objectives vary from simple emotion to selective phenomena. So I will discuss to you 5 levels of affective domain. So first level, receiving or attention. It is concerned with getting, holding, and directing student attention. So second, for level 2, responding or interest. It is concerned with interest on what they are doing. So from level 3, valuing. Preference or appreciation refers to the willingness to be perceived by the others as valuing certain ideas, materials, phenomenon, or behavior. So in level 4, organization or philosophy of life. It is concerned with the development of philosophy of life by bringing out of values of the student to form value system. So level 5, characterization by values or lifestyle. It is concerned with how the student act with internalized.
Thank you so much, Dr. Colino. That was very impressive. You are actually really good in your field of specialization. I was very impressed. Now to Dr. Jess Christian. Sir, you are actually collaborating with different agencies, especially in the educational system of the different countries. Now, sir, what is TPAC, or Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge?
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the loyal viewers of this show. And thank you, Sir Jay, for inviting me. I am glad to be here. TPAC, or abbreviation for Technological, Pedagogical, and Content Knowledge, is a framework to understand and describe the kinds of knowledge needed by a teacher for effective pedagogical practice in a technologically enhanced learning environment. So it is an updated framework by Mishra and Kohler from Lee Sherman's PCK, or pedagogical content knowledge, where they include the TK, or the technological knowledge in Sherman's. Content knowledge is basically your knowledge of the subject matter, like for example your knowledge about cell structure and function, or laws of thermodynamics. Pedagogical knowledge, or PK, is the teacher's knowledge of the practices, processes, and methods regarding. Technological knowledge, or TK, is the teacher's knowledge of and ability to use various technologies, technological tools, and associated resources. If combined and recombined the three knowledge within the framework, it will form another three types of knowledge. The following are TPK, PCK, and TCK. Pedagogical knowledge is the teacher's understanding on how particular technologies can change both the teaching and learning experience by introducing new pedagogical affordances and constraints. For example, in this pandemic, we always conduct our classes online through online video conferencing apps like Zoom and Google Meet. Technology may be used to provide new ways of teaching content. For example, we can show our students digital animations to explain how the cardiovascular system works. And the pedagogical content knowledge, which is the original from Sherman's, refers to the teacher's knowledge about how to combine pedagogy and content effectively. Thank you so much, Mr. J, for having me in your show. This is a great opportunity for me to talk about TPAC and its importance and significance to education as a whole, and for teachers. And I hope everyone, the loyal viewers, learned something about TPAC in the talk. So thank you.
Now I think our audience are very excited to raise their questions. Well, actually, Miss Marietta Anton will actually assist you.
Yes, Sir Jay, wow, amazing. And I think our audience are very excited. If you have a questions, just use the microphone so that we can hear you, okay? We have also a piece of paper beside your chair so that you can write your question or queries to our dear speakers. And don't forget to write your name and your email address.
I think we don't have that much time, guys, so I'd like to thank all the beloved guests tonight. It is my pleasure and honor that they actually cleared their time so that they will be joining with us tonight. And also to our very participative and very energetic audience, thank you very much. This has been Jay, and also I'd like to thank my water provider, Mr. Kevin. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next time or next episode of The Big Show.